Today, Saturday, August 16, 2025, India is celebrating Janmashtami, a joyous Hindu festival marking the birth of Lord Krishna. Many people have reached out to me both today and in the past days telling me that I should make a reaction video and learn more about Krishna's birth. So I did find this video that is called Story of Krishna's Birth, Krishna Janmashtami, and we're going to learn something new from this channel, the Hindu Saga, which I'm subscribing right away. If you have any more information, of course, let me know down in the comments section as well. And of course, let me know how you are celebrating this holiday, if you are celebrating it, and yeah, more information will be enough. Will be cool. Bye.
Krishna Janmashtami is a major Hindu festival which celebrates the birth of Lord Krishna, who is the eighth incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the supreme god of the Hindus. It is said that Krishna was born approximately 5,200 years ago in Mathura. At that time, Mathura was ruled by Kansa, who was an unjust and tyrannical ruler. He usurped the throne from his father Ugrasen, captured him and put him in the dungeons. No one was happy under his rule. Mother Earth took the form of a cow and went to Lord Brahma with her plight.
Is that why cows are considered sacred in India? Oh, okay. That's cool. It starts to make sense because I always wondered that, but I never knew the actual answer to it.
Lord Brahma then summoned Lord Vishnu, who assured Mother Earth that he would take birth as Lord Krishna to end Kansa's tyranny. The one person whom Kans loved and adored was his sister Devaki, who was a kind, loving and caring woman. Devaki's marriage was fixed with a noble man named Vasudev. After Devaki and King Vasudev were married, Kans decided that he would drive them home himself. He would honor them with a royal courtesy as per the traditions of the time. As Kans sat down on the chariot to drive them home, he heard a divine voice. The voice that came from the thundering skies announced, "O Kans, why are you so happy? Beware, the sister you love so much will give birth to the son who will destroy you. The eighth son born to Devaki will kill you." On hearing this, Kans burst into a rage. He said he would slay his sister before she gives birth to any child. Vasudev begged Kans not to kill Devaki. He explained it is not justified for him to kill his own sister on her wedding day. He asked if he could spare Devaki's life. Vasudev promised that he would hand over every child that was born to him and Devaki. He sincerely requested Kans to trust him. Kans agreed to spare Devaki's life if Vasudev kept his promise. He ordered the wedding procession to return back to Mathura. When they reached Mathura, Kans imprisoned Vasudev and Devaki in the palace dungeon. One day, Kans was sitting in his chambers when he got the news that Devaki had given birth to her first child. Kans immediately went to the prison. He asked Devaki to hand over the child, but Devaki refused. He snatched the child from Devaki and killed her firstborn. Kansa also killed the next 5 babies born to Devaki. One night, Lord Vishnu appeared in Devaki's dreams and said that the divine king of the snakes, Sheshnag, would be born to her as her 7th child. He told her that the child would not be killed by Kans. Devaki was then pregnant for the 7th time. This time, Lord Vishnu summoned Yogmaya and told her to transfer the baby from Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb, who was another wife of King Vasudev. At that time, Rohini was living in Gokul under the protection of Nanda and Yashoda. Thus, on the behest of Lord Vishnu, Yogmaya transferred the baby from Devaki to Rohini's womb, and in this way their seventh child was saved. The seventh child was in fact the incarnation of Sheshnag, the snake on which Lord Vishnu rests. The child was named Balaram. Due to this mysterious birth of Balaram, he is also known as Sankarshan. The gods, as they knew it, informed Kansa that Devaki's seventh child was a stillborn. By the end of 8 years, Kansa, per his knowledge, had already destroyed 7 children born to Devaki and Vasudev. In the 9th year, Devaki was expecting her 8th child. She knew the fate of the child and was extremely worried. She had seen her brother murder her 7 children.
Why she keep getting pregnant? That's sad.
It was the 8th night in the month of Shravan. A terrible storm erupted in Mathura. Heavy rain and winds threatened to destroy everything they touched. The holy river of Yamuna, which was always in the state of tranquility, assumed a monstrous form. It broke its embankments and swelled like an ocean. Exactly at midnight, Devaki gave birth to her 8th son. As soon as the child was born, the prison cell was filled with a bright light. It was as if 1,000 suns had descended at once into that dark and dingy cell. Vasudev was awakened by this bright light. He saw that Devaki was in deep slumber and a little baby was lying beside her. Just then, he heard a divine voice. Vasudev, get up. This is your newborn son. Take him to Gokul. Nand and Yashoda have also given birth to a daughter tonight. Leave your son in their house and bring their daughter back to this cell. They, along with the entire world, will think that this child is their own son. Your son will be safe in their house. Saying this, the bright light went out. The prison cell was dark once again. Vasudev lifted the little boy. He kept the child in a basket and started thinking of ways to leave the prison without being noticed by anyone. As soon as the child was put in the basket, the iron door of his cell opened by itself. Vasudev stepped out and was surprised to find that all the guards were sleeping as if under a magical spell. Vasudev came out of the prison
I've never heard of this. This is so interesting.
unnoticed, carrying the basket on his head. He came to the banks of Yamuna and noticed that the river had swelled so much due to the heavy rain it felt like an ocean. With no other means in sight, he started crossing the river on foot. He was worried that both he and his child would be swept away by the strong currents of the river. Before leaving his cell, he had covered the basket with a piece of cloth to protect the child from rain. It seemed that a mere piece of cloth was no match to the torrential rain which showed no signs of going down. Just then, a multi-headed snake was moving towards them. The snake covered Vasudev and the child with its hood, effectively protecting them from the rain. This snake was
Yeah, I think also snakes are a very important part of the Indian culture, right? Because I've seen in many movies that they have like the flute where they make the snake dance and all that. I mean, it starts to all make sense right now. Of course, I want to know more from you guys too, because I'm just trying to understand this kind of stuff, but it's really, really cool. Oh my God. Yeah, I think so. Every image is something that I've seen before in Indian culture.
Adi Ananta Shesha, or simply Sheshnag. Vasudev crossed the river and reached Gokul. He went straight to his friend Nandaraja's house. The doors lay open and Vasudev entered the living chambers. He found Nandaraj and his wife Yashoda in deep slumber. An infant was laying beside Yashoda, awake as if waiting for him. Vasudev placed his little boy beside Yashoda, kissed him goodbye, and picked the little girl up. He kept her in the
Okay, but I don't get it. If she had a little girl, won't she notice that this time it's a little boy?
basket and without even looking back left the place. Vasudev felt as if he was leaving behind a part of his soul, but he hurriedly traced his steps back to the prison. On his way back, Adishesha again covered him and the little infant from the incessant rain and thunder. As soon as he placed the baby beside his wife Devaki in the prison cell, the infant gave a loud cry. Devaki got up from her sleep and picked the baby up in her arms. She thought the little girl was her own child. She began to cry, thinking about what her brother would do to the baby. The prison guards too were awake by now. They immediately informed Kansa about the newborn. They also informed that the newborn was a girl and not a boy as prophesied. Kansa hurried to the dungeons.
So you won't kill her?
He did not want to take any chances with the eighth child. The prophecy had clearly mentioned that the eighth child of Devaki.
Okay, the eighth-born child, not that it would be a boy.
Would be the reason behind his death. He knew he would eliminate the baby, whether a girl or a boy. On reaching the prison cell, Devaki pleaded the baby's life, but Kansa was unmoved. He snatched the baby from Devaki's hand and threw her against the wall. But the baby did not strike the wall. Instead, she remained suspended in the air and then suddenly took the form of an 8-handed goddess. She was riding a lion and held different weapons in her 8 hands. Kansa was terrified. On the other hand, Devaki and Vasudev stood in front of the goddess, filled with reverence. There was a bright halo light behind her. The goddess roared, "Evil Kansa, your slayer has already taken birth. He is alive and safe. One day he will come back and punish you for your sins. This day forth you will find no peace. You will keep thinking about your inevitable end. I can end your life this very moment, but you must wait till the right time."
Wow, look at this image, bro. This is so amazing.
Saying this, the goddess disappeared. Kansa was dumbstruck. Meanwhile, there were celebrations in Gokul. Everyone came to offer their blessings to the little boy. Everyone was celebrating the birth of Nand and Yashoda's son. Nand and Yashoda had named their child Krishna. Entire Gokul wore a festive appearance that day. All the people of Gokul danced in joy and flocked to Nanda's house to see baby Krishna and to offer gifts.
That was so cool. Oh my god. Wow. I really want to continue learning more about Hinduism. Wow. That was great. That was great. And I really appreciated that this channel was in English with subtitles, so I could understand everything. Maybe we could check out also this video, right? Story of Lord Hanuman, Vishnu Puran. I've heard the names of these Indian gods and goddesses, but I don't know their stories. So yeah, definitely we can check them out in the future. Of course, happy celebration to everyone watching this video. Even if you're watching it in another day, it's okay. Let me know, what did you do this year to celebrate it, or what you do usually to celebrate this occurrence. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.